But I want to say this, is that for every time we need a time to come together, we need a moment when we can act with a clear view in our mind. And that is this: every year things change. And Cervantes, one of the great Spanish authors, said this: do not look for this year's birds in last year's nest. Do not look for this year's birds in last year's nests. That is why we're called to take risks, to assess new things, to see a world that is rapidly changing before our very eyes. We've seen the massive rejection elections. 2 billion people went to the polls last year in 70 countries, and the world has changed in the way in which we view the future, in the way in which politics is changing, our very nature of the way in which we live. And we must remember that we need to change. You cannot look for last year's birds in this year's nests. What happened last year won't effectively happen this year. And I wrote the book on the $100 trillion wealth transfer. But let me ask you this question, Seacoast. Wealth will transfer, but will wisdom?